Today, I'm excited to welcome an American hero and country music sensation, Craig Morgan, on Everyday Kentucky. With nearly 2.5 billion streams and over 25 charted Billboard songs, Craig has touched the hearts of many country music fans with hits like Almost Home, Soldier, and Redneck Yacht Club. Beyond his music, Craig is a dedicated soldier, serving the Army's Reserve and supporting our military services. He is also an acclaimed author and Grand Ole Opry member, living by the values that he speaks about in his published books. Now, on February 27th, he'll be coming right here to Lexington with his friend Blake Shelton and many other artists. Thank you so much for joining me today, Craig.
Thank you very much for having me.
So I know that you have a brand new American soundtrack that will be coming out the day before, the day after that you will be making a stop here in Lexington. Let's just dive right in and tell me about that new soundtrack.
Well, the soundtrack is titled after one of the songs on there. I wrote 5 of the 6 songs that are on this project, and I do believe that it is truly, the music is truly reflective of where we're at in our country right now. I feel like there's a regenerated, excuse me, a regenerated sense of pride in our nation and our men and women of our armed forces, and it's exciting. It's literally an American soundtrack of our lives. That's the title cut, and the song American Soundtrack reflects on various other songs that have impacted us throughout our lives.
And would you say that your life and your faith and your patriotism, would that go into why your inspiration to write this song?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, my platform has always been, and I will say not intentionally, it just happened, but my platform has always been God, Family, Country. I wrote a song many years ago called God, Family, Country that was never a radio single, but a song that I was real proud of. And you know, looking back over the many years of recording music and touring, I realized that I did always in some way include one, if not all of those things in the music that I had recorded and was singing out on the road. It's just who I am. It's what I do, and I've learned that is what people come to expect from me and want to hear. And I believe that we're in a greater place now to want to hear those subject matters in our music than ever before.
I know anybody that has listened to you, or starts listening to you, or has listened to you from the very beginning, they can hear that. So do you have a favorite song that you have on this soundtrack that you could maybe tease a little bit to tell me what's your favorite?
Oddly enough, it's the song, if I had to pick one that was one of my favorites. They're all my favorites for different reasons. The American Soundtrack cut, that song, like I said, I reflect on music that I remember growing up and so on and so forth. But there's a song that I didn't write called God's Problems. I just love this song, and I mean, I in fact get a little emotional sometimes singing it because the hook is, I don't want to be just another one of God's problems. You know, I know that I'm not perfect. I'm working on trying to be a better man. And that's what the song's about. And I believe all of us kind of, in some way, there's times in our lives when we feel that way. We're trying, not always doing well, but at least we're trying to do better. And instead of saying I'm trying to do better, I'm just trying not to be one of God's problems. And I just love the song.
Oh, I cannot wait to hear it. So you will be coming here to Lexington in a few weeks, or on the 28th, correct, with Blake Shelton. So tell me, this is the first show in that tour, correct?
It is. So it could probably be an absolute train wreck.
And you know what? You picked Lexington. We have fun no matter what happens, as long as you sing and you're here with all of those. That lineup is phenomenal. So it can't be a bad time. Can you tell me a little bit about the show?
Oh, it's going to be a lot of fun. You know, Blake has brought friends together. He's good at this. I pick on Blake a lot. We've been friends for a long time. He can be a real idiot. But he's really, truly one of the funniest guys that I know. He and I, like I said, have been friends for a long time. In that business, in our business, he's probably been my longest standing friend. He and another guy that's going to be with us, Mr. Trace Atkins. Trace and I have been friends for a long time. I have a great deal of respect for both of them, not only who they are as musicians and what they've accomplished in our business, but who they are as human beings. They are truly representative of God, family, and country. Blake, not so much all the time, but but it's going to be a lot of fun. It's guaranteed to be full of laughs, and people are going to hear a lot of hits that they've heard on the radios throughout the years.
Well, I cannot wait. It's going to be one amazing show. And like I said, with a great lineup. And since you all are buddies, you know, you surround yourself with people who are similar to you and have a good time. What's next for you after the show, or after the tour, I should say?
Well, then we'll be doing our own tour throughout the rest of the year. My fall tour will come back in, the God Family Country concept tour. We'll be doing that with some guests. Just staying busy. You know, I'm really excited about this new music. We are working the book, my book that we put out. We're actually in negotiations with TV, movie people, trying to figure out how we're navigating that. Staying really busy, and I'm, like I said earlier off the air, I'm up in Alaska. My son and I have this business that I'm super excited about, and we get to share that with a lot of veterans throughout the country, thanks to guys like Gary Sinise and various other foundations that send those folks up here. So we're staying busy. We're just busy as we can be.
Well, thank you so much for your service. Thank you for this interview, and we cannot wait to have you in Lexington. Hopefully you can shed a few layers and not be as cold by the time you get down here. Safe travels, and thank you again, Mr. Morgan.
Thank you all very much, and God bless you.